Hey guys, Dustin here, and today we have the Psak-47. That's right, Psak-47. You're not putting PSA like Pimento State Armory, then AK-47. You put it together, so it's a little, you'll get it. But this is the third generation one, so the Gf3, and that means it has the forged parts in it. This one has the Magpul stock, which I was just totally psyched about because it folds, and I love the folding feature. You know, you want to put it in your vehicle or anything, or just have a compact part. It folds up nice, and it's pretty quick to deploy. It stays there good enough, but you give it a good jar, and it's open, and it's locked, and it's ready to rock. You do have an extendable stock, but that, as you can see, is a little bit stiff. So that part's stiff, but it does work. And besides that, I mean, it's an AK-47, so there's not too much to talk about. Besides, it works. Now, you do have the side scope mount right there. I don't have a scope mount, and then the one I have is junk because I bought it like 20 years ago, the cheapest thing out there. I was like, no, we're not going to try that. That's not going to work out too well. It's all American-made parts. And the crazy thing is the price is great too. I've got this old Romanian Wasser 47. It's somewhere over there. It's stuck in a tree. Anyway, I looked it up. The price, the current value on them, they're running for almost $700 or more. And I'm like, are you kidding me? The Psak-47, is under $600, and that's with the Magpul furniture, which if you bought that separately would run you almost $200. So it's an impressive deal. It works. It's pretty accurate for an AK, which we'll get to in a second, and that's all there is to it. So if you're looking for an AK-47, you may as well like this one. And then here's cool too. So you have, of course, the safe, auto, and then there's single shot. Or semi, but no, the auto doesn't work. It's just for cool dude factor. So there you go. I did have two things. First, when I was taking off the gas tube housing there, man, that it was tight. I didn't know if I'd get it back in for a second, and I had to pry it off. And then the muzzle brake here, I gotta remember, it's backwards threads. It's kind of wobbly on how it came. However, it was easy to take off. Where like that Wasser over there, I've never gotten that slant muzzle brake off because it's just tight, and I'm gonna mess it up if I have to put pliers on it or something. Anyway, this was loose. You're not hearing it wobble right now because what I did, I wrapped a couple wraps of Teflon tape around it just to, you know, kind of gunk up the threads a little, and now it's good to go. But that's the advantage of an American-made Psak-47, because you're going to have threads that are concentric to bore. So you can put a suppressor on it and not have to worry about damaging that suppressor, because as you know, most threads on like an AK-47, it's kind of like threading a banana, and it's very likely that if you just put a standard, like especially a precision 30 cal can that doesn't have a wide open hole in the baffles, you might just get a baffle strike. So this one is ready to rock. You may want to put like a K&S pistons in it, but I didn't have a suppressor with the thread pitch, so we didn't go that route. It ships with the Magpul AK mags, and then of course the 7.62x39, if you didn't know that by just being obvious. So that's about all there is to it. So we're just going to shut up and shoot and go over a little bit more there. We're going to save this Fort Scott stuff for a 100-yard accuracy test, but let's just shoot. Oh, it's a little short. Hold up. Okay, that's a little better. Oh, hang on. We got to shoot a tree first. Here we go. Oh, everybody's mad at me again. Okay, just like the first time I shot it, with a proper and solid cheek weld like I have, I get a little shock here in my cheek. Yeah, you know, I really get on there. You know, you can see it kind of crunch up even. And I get kind of a shock. So there's some sort of violent jarring going on in here. However, when I shot my Wasser a minute ago, it was much worse. So the Psak-47 shoots smoother, even though it's still kind of violent. I read some other guys were feeling that as well, and they put muzzle brakes on there. So that would be a great idea, and alleviate some of that pressure that you're getting there. I guess I'm spoiled to that Glil I reviewed like last month. That's a smooth shooting one, but it's also 3 times the price of this. All right, and then trigger. Trigger's about what you'd expect out of an AK. It's got kind of the squishiness. It's not like it's a 2-stage match trigger. Here, we'll just hold up. Okay, cool. We're gonna. Okay, broke faster than I thought. I was gonna try to show you staging more. All right, so a little movement, no movement, and it breaks. The crazy part is, it's not that heavy. The trigger is not heavy. Let's see if we can get it all on camera. And of course, with that hook trigger, we can probably take a 3/4 of a pound off if we put our scale all the way on the end of it and cheat with leverage, but we're not gonna do that right now. We are going to just press right. Okay, I think it's around 4, okay, 4/6, it started to move, and it pushes straight through the whole time. So it doesn't build any after that like 4.6 pound mark, and we're dead center of the trigger. After that 4 pound 6 ounce mark, it just, all right, 1, 2, it doesn't build any more pressure. 5. Oh, we're at 5.3 and click. It's a pretty light trigger. It's just got that smooth kind of, you know, almost like a double action, but if you ever shot one AK before, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so reliability, out of the box. I didn't oil it or anything. I took it apart once just to look at everything, and yep, it's just an AK in there. But the reliability's been, I've probably put 300 or 400 rounds through it, and no problem at all. Ejection-wise, it's not that bad. It's going about 17 feet, the casings are, and I am shooting just some wolf. There were hollow points earlier, now I got the soft points out, and so it's not like it's throwing them 40 yards like I've seen before. Okay, a little exaggeration, but you got it. So let's back up to 100 yards and try out some accuracy. So before we go to 100 yards, I gotta paint my targets though, so we know what we're shooting at and have something fresh. But quick shout out to this video sponsor, and that is Guns of Glory. Now you know I've been playing Guns of Glory for a few weeks now because I've mentioned it before, but it's a lot more fun of a game when you play with your friends. And I like you guys are my friends. And so I created an alliance so we can all play together, because when you're in an alliance, you get to defend each other and you get a lot of perks and you get to attack, and so there's a lot of safety in that. The alliance name is Tree Slayers, because that's actually the tree we shot earlier right there that everybody cried over. It's still alive. It's all good. But we're the Tree Slayer Alliance with the tag BMG, like Browning Machine Gun, and my name is Top Shot Dustin with the space in Kingdom 363. So hopefully I see you there. That's Guns of Glory. Now, let's paint these targets. And look, if you're not using steel target paint for your targets, you're doing it wrong. All right, we're back at 100 yards, and we're gonna start off with the Wolf soft points. Now, this is a Tapco mag. It's fed every type of mag I've had in it. Of course, the Magpul's cheap steel surplus from who knows when. The Tapco matches the Magpul great. And honestly, I like 20 rounders because they work well off a bench. And yeah, the X-Tech mags have done that too. All right, if you're not using an AK sight tool and you have an AK, what? You can't. I tried doing this. I didn't have my sight tool with me, and I tried drifting it with a brass hammer, and it just didn't work. So get this when you buy the gun, or you're just wrong. You're just wrong. All right. We'll just go for the big guy down there. Let's see. I sighted this in with the hollow points earlier. These are the soft points. It shouldn't matter that much, right? We'll see. Hair right. Oh, same hole. Gotta love it. Oh yeah, that's probably like a 3-inch group. Same hole. All right, a little more centered. In my head, I was like, don't screw that group up. Don't screw that group up. I may have. So, hey, I know a lot of you guys are kind of new to the channel, and it's not always where your bullets hit. It's how close together they are. Because if I saw stuff moving, you know, 6 inches to the right and 2 inches high, that means the gun's doing great. If they're all nice together, you adjust the sights to the point of impact. So that's Marksman 101. So sometimes it needs to be said. I know that's 5, but I want to shoot more. Nice. Nice. Man, that looks good. You know, I was wishing I had an optic for this test, but I'll take that cluster at 100 yards with surplus ammo and a stock AK any day. Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little cocky, and on the left there's the defense target's dueling tree. I'm gonna hold bottom left edge of them and see if I can knock them over or knock them around. Oh, that's something I didn't mention earlier. The safety is easy to move. I've got other rifles that I've used that you have to like get some pliers out and pry them over. It just index finger, just easy. I like it. Yeah! Going for the one below it. Yeah! Nice! I think those are 6-inch. But hey, from here, I'm digging it. All right, cool. So I'm going to switch over and we'll try this premium stuff. So we tested this in the Galil video. So if you're not familiar with Fort Scott ammo, that's a CNC solid copper bullet. So when they strike steel, it's gonna seem smaller because there's no lead to splatter, but they're made to tumble on impact. And so we tested it in jail and they totally just like started, like textbook copycat tumbled on impact. Okay, at the dueling tree, we're gonna go for the main guy at the dueling tree. I'm just gonna hold dead center because different rounds, we don't know what's up. Well, I saw it move, but I didn't see it. Where? Okay, it looks like it's hitting right. All right, I'm gonna hold bottom left of that target and try to just be consistent. It hit. It's just, this is so, copper so hard to see. Okay, now I'm starting to see it around the neck area. Try again. Holding bottom left. All right, cool. I'm gonna give it one more. All right, we're in there. It's hard to see. We'll be able to see on the video when we overlay it, okay? So I'll stop talking about it. I'm sold on it because shooting it side by side my old Wasser, I'm like, that Wasser could stay in the tree down there. Okay, not really. I'm gonna go get it. But this will be my go-to AK. The folding stock perk of, you know, a $200 value, all American made, concentric threads, quality and forged. I'm just, what's not to like? Oh, here's what's not to like. It's hardly ever in stock. So watch me on Facebook if you're interested. And what I'll do is I always post the deals when they come on to save you money and make you happy with me and your wives not. But we'll post it when it comes up. And yeah, thanks for watching. And you guys are awesome. See you later. Bye-bye.